Hi, this is Paul and I'm the creator of OctaneRender for Modo, and this is a quick tutorial showing the upcoming feature which includes UDIM support. So this is something that's been asked for quite a lot of people, particularly Mara users, so I think it's going to be very popular, and I like the implementation here. So at the moment I've got the tank that's available from the Foundry Mari website as a tutorial figure there. Now if we load the UDIM files into the shader tree here and then create an Octane override, the Octane override will not pick up the UDIM files, it picks up individual image maps. So if we want to load the UDIMs into Octane, we go to add an Octane override. So once we've got an Octane override, it just creates a base material there, and just to show that that's happening, you can see that we can make the material anything. So now to load the UDIM files in, we type the command octane.createUDIM, and now it will ask you to select the individual UDIM files. So I'm going to select the Sherman Hull diffuse maps, and then once they're loaded, you can see it's done that pretty quickly there. We have got a node called an Octane UDIM node graph. So that can now be plugged into the diffuse pin of that material, and you'll see once that happens, you'll see the hull here has now been correctly textured. So that all works automatically and saves you a huge amount of work hand creating the various nodes. To see what that has done in the background, you'll see that this thing here has we can adjust the power. So if we make it 0.5, that obviously becomes a lot darker. We can make it lighter with 2, which obviously blows it out. You can change the gamma, and you can also invert the texture maps there. There's also a command parameter on the createUDIM node in order to allow you to create alpha images rather than images, and to control how they are linked together. So for example, this image node here, if you plugged it into an emission node, wouldn't work properly. So it's got different modes for creating those. Now we can have a look at the way those nodes have been created. You can see it's actually got an XML string here, which is the string that the plugin created for you, but you can edit those nodes, and that's what it actually looks like. So there's the hull material out pin, and then it's a bunch of multipliers with the various UDIMs in the RGB image maps. So you can see that RGB image, this one here, whatever it is, I don't know the file name's off the right hand side of the screen there, but that has been offset by 3 in the U direction. So all of those UDIM images that we loaded are linked together with multiply nodes, and at the top there's an invert, a gamma, and a power that controls all of them, and that is actually connected to the power, gamma, and invert that's over here. So for example, if we now wanted to add the specular map, it would be create UDIM again, and we'll go back to the spec, load all those in, and you'll see it's put the node over here, and then we can plug that into, well, okay, that's a diffuse node at the moment, so I'll convert that to a glossy, and then plug that into the specular, and you'll see that that will render fairly quickly there. So it's really, really quick to use. It's simple. Once you've got it done, you can edit these things through the edit node if you need to tweak them for some reason, and it works really nicely. So hopefully everyone will be very excited about this, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching.